Well, what are your plans for later on today? And maybe you can check out a movie. The theater is open as well. And even if you can't make it out to the beach today for some fun in the sun, maybe you can go watch a group of lifeguards hit the sand and the waves on the big screen. Matt Perrone has more on an 80s hit show turned movie.
Welcome to a Memorial Day Monday. When I looked at the two new wide releases coming out over the weekend, I was a little underwhelmed, to say the least. The fifth in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise was always expected to take the #1 spot, but I just couldn't handle seeing another one this weekend. Plus, I never saw the fourth one, so there's that. So, I guess it looked like I had to go with the other one. I was never a big fan of the show when it was on, but is it possible that substituting The Rock for the Hoff could pique my interest? I went to the theater to find out, and here's my take on Baywatch. Our film begins with the Baywatch team. They are an elite group of lifeguards protecting a California beach from swimming mishaps and, frankly, anything else they see out of place. It's annual tryout day, and Mitch Buchanan, played by Dwayne Johnson, is the leader of the team. But his higher-up has decided that they need some PR, so he has hired Matt Brody, played by Zac Efron, a double Olympic gold medal winner who has been disgraced and has to work off some community service. Matt is cocky beyond words, and although he feels he doesn't need to try out, Mitch puts him through the ringer. With the new trainees in place, the crew discovers that there are drugs washing up on the beach. The team responds to a boat fire, and Matt quickly learns that he may be in over his head as he watches Mitch save the passengers, although one turns out to be a dead city councilman. Figuring that there is a connection, Mitch decides he wants to investigate, with Matt the whole time protesting that they go to the police, but he is soon to learn that that isn't how Baywatch operates. They take the investigation to the county morgue, where they find evidence to confirm that something extremely suspicious is going on. As the movie progresses, the action and the investigation heat up. The headbutting between Matt and Mitch intensifies. But the team has to come together to truly infiltrate this syndicate. For every step of progress they make, more hurdles are thrown in their way, and it seems that everyone in an authoritative position is either against them or oblivious to their pleas. The beach is threatened, and in order to save it, squabbles must be mended and a cohesive unit must be formed. The only question is, can this be accomplished before it's too late? So, what to say about this one? Well, it's a movie. I really didn't know what to think. To start with, I was pretty sure that it was in trouble when I was the only person in the theater watching it. But the plus side of that is there's no one to judge you when you laugh at certain parts. My first problem with the movie is that they seem so excited that they got an R rating that they decided to run the use of vulgarity straight into the ground. Just because you can use certain language doesn't mean it has to be included in every sentence. I'm not going to lie, I have yet to really enjoy a comedy that Zac Efron has done. Something about the way he does it just rubs me a tad the wrong way. That being said, this film is the one I can tolerate him the most in. But Dwayne Johnson, it seems, can do no wrong. If anything saves this movie, it's him. He has great timing, and it's hard not to laugh at the delivery of his lines. I enjoyed him, for sure. One other note to the filmmakers: if you're going to have surprise cameos, no matter how expected they may be, here's a hint: don't put their names in the opening credits. Anyway, there's nothing to be gained from seeing this in the theater unless you're bored and want a couple quick chuckles. This one can wait for home viewing, if at all. This has been your Monday Movie Musing. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Matt. Well, the sun is shining outside right now, but that may not be the case much longer. Tyler Ryan is in next with a look at your Memorial Day forecast and why you'll want to keep your eye to the sky. We're back in a moment.